Welcome back here to Live Now from Fox, where we continue to give you updates on stories from around the country. Today, detectives and others were searching in a landfill for a missing Los Angeles area mom who vanished in downtown LA back on October 17th. Let's hear more on that update. Today, we did have her ex-husband who was holding a press conference. We want to play that out here for you on Live Now from Fox.
Sometimes they're just, following a lead. Sometimes they're just asking a few, minor questions. But it's been a bumpy ride for sure. We have a very good support system at home. Our child has a very good support system at school, so he's doing well. But we still need some answers.
You held a vigil. Everyone, all friends and family, had so much hope, and you guys wanted answers. You have not given up hope. To read in the press release today from the LAPD that forensic evidence located inside that building, which led detectives to believe an incident occurred, resulting in Planck's death. What's your reaction to that?
It's really difficult, guys. Because we all cared for Heidi a lot. I'm her ex-husband and I'm doing this. We have a child together. An 11-year-old boy needs some answers. The family needs some answers. The friends need answers. Everybody's kind of left in a loop with no answers. I do understand the building downtown that the police have focused on. The building owners and the property managers have been very helpful with the police department. But we still need some answers.
Any idea why Heidi was at that building?
I have no idea. I have no idea. As you all know, with missing persons report from the very beginning, she left the football game with our son, and that was the last time that we saw her. We didn't see her since then. Bond did have a text message with her that night, but we haven't seen her since then. I have no idea what that building does. What the significance is. I've heard a lot of chatter from a lot of different places, but I have nothing really to share with you on that. I can tell you that this is, as you can imagine, it's very difficult for the family, and then that has a domino effect all the way back. So it affects all of our families. It affects all of our friends. With our son at school and the football team and all the people that, are part of our unique community of the support system, have been so helpful, but it has an effect, a domino effect on all of us. And obviously by the way her friends have turned out, the way the family has turned out, she had a dominant effect with all of us. So that's why we're all here. We're just trying to find Heidi and get some answers.
Have detectives shared with you why they're focusing on Castaic and why the search has led them there?
They did. They did share with me. I think we can all surmise how that has happened. I don't want to speculate, put too much speculation out there. They know for sure that's what's happened. Like I said, we have an 11-year-old son at home. To protect him as much as we can, as you'd want to do with your own children. I'm sure you can all pretty much understand what we're doing. But the police, the forensics, have taken them to this place. And I'm fully confident that they will figure this out. It's just going to take a little bit. I think to redirect us back to the point that I'm trying to make with you people is to help get that message out that we need some public appeal. We need somebody. There is somebody, and they know for sure. There's anywhere between 1 and 4 or 5 people that will know exactly what's happened. And we need them to come forward.
Can I ask why you say 1 or 4 or 5? You did say somebody.
When I was one of my many meetings with detectives, I personally have gone downtown to the police department downtown. There's been a speculation of anywhere between 1 and 5 different people know what's happened. They haven't released to me any more than that, but that came up in our conversations.
If I may,
Please.
Today we found out that her Range Rover was found a few blocks away.
Correct.
First, did you know that prior to today? Secondly, do you know where that location is? And thirdly, forgive me, but do you want to speak to the people who may be connected to that underground parking structure to make a plea to them?
Yes, I did know about the car. I've known about the car for quite a while. Its specific location, yes, I did know about the specific location of the car. I did know about all that. Anything else past that, I don't know. I left that up to the detectives. I'm telling you, they're doing a great job. They really are.
Are you surprised 6 to 7 weeks in that, in a high-rise building in downtown LA where we know that she was at that building, that surveillance video hasn't identified other people that may have been with her, or an apartment that she went to, that, the technology at these buildings, they capture almost everything, the car going, is there anything you can say regarding that you still have so many questions?
I'm absolutely shocked. It's mind-blowing that in today's technology that it didn't pinpoint something right away. I can't tell you, I'm really shocked. I can't answer that kind of a question. All I do know is that we've all seen shows where they can do anything. We don't know. And the people that will know is the LAPD's homicide division, and their forensic department is certainly the best in the country. So we are relying as a family, as friends, we're relying on them to do their job. And when some things have happened to maybe some of the tapes, maybe some of the cameras weren't working, I'm sure they're going to figure it out. These guys are really good.
Is that speculation, though, or did detectives tell you that some of the tapes were tampered with?
Nobody's told me anything. But I've heard this chatter going on for quite a while. I've heard it. I've heard a lot of things being said. All I can believe is what Greg Stearns, the homicide detective, and Corey keep telling me. They're only dealing in facts.
Do you think there's anyone that would have wanted to hurt Heidi?
I can't imagine so. I really can't. I can't imagine so. But do understand, I'm also the ex-husband. Heidi and I separated 9 years ago. Not on bad terms. We weren't. We talked every day. She's not that kind of a person. She's not. She's not that kind of an individual.
On the text message after the football game, I heard right, your son sent.
Yes.
Was there a reply?
Yes.
And if you don't mind sharing, what was the text and what was the reply?
If I remember correctly, she wanted to congratulate him on his win. He told her there was they had a win, a big win, and she said congratulations. I can't tell you. I don't even remember that. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know about it until probably a week later, and I had said to the detective that we haven't seen nor talked to her, and Bond said, yes, I did. And I was like, no, you didn't. And there was, I think we were Actually, I think I was downtown with a news crew downtown. And he said he did. So I think that's when we discovered it.
How is her son doing?
As you can imagine, 11-year-old boy. It's not supposed to be like this. It's not. And I feel really bad for him, and he's a real trooper. He's doing okay. He is. We have a great support system at home. He has a wonderful support community at school. Heidi's girlfriends have been extremely supportive, and that's been really good for him as well. So he has people. He knows people love him. He knows that we're trying to find the right answers.
There's been reporting about where Heidi worked, investigations going on involving that business. Specifically, you had said that you'd gotten a phone call regarding the investigation into that business. Anything you want to say about that? Any developments in that? Is that even related to this?
I'd kind of like to steer back into the public appeal point, because I think that part's really important. Anything else, I think, is pure speculation. And if they're doing something on that side, if the police are working on that side, they have not shared anything with me like that. Nothing. So I couldn't say. But I'm telling you, these people are like the law agencies. They're in force. These guys have our back. So if there's something in there, they're going to find out. They're going to find out. They'll figure it out.
Anything you want to say just about how the rest of the community that's been part of this search for Heidi, her friends, how they're doing with this news today? You talked about your reaction, but seeing those aerials of the landfill and any reaction from the wider. I know there's been a lot of people involved trying to help you.
There have been. There's Heidi's friends have been front and center and very, very helpful. I can tell you this is really difficult on the friends too. Her friends are like family to us. Always have been and always will. That will never change. I can tell you they're not doing so good either. They're not. It's all surprising. And by the way, guys, there's no playbook on this. Nobody tells you what to say and what to do and how to do it. Nobody has that. So, when this whole thing started, I got a little flack about not doing it soon enough. We have our custodial time. When she didn't pick up on her custodial time, I went, okay, guys, I agree. Something's wrong. There's something wrong. And that's why I right away went to the LAPD and did the missing persons report. Her friends immediately kind of like gathered around us and have been a support system for us. And I hope that we have been a support system for them. And when I say there's no playbook, I mean it's like there's kind of bickering and arguing, no, we should do this, no, we should do that. And it's, like I said, there's no playbook, so everybody has their direction. And we've had to completely really rely on the LAPD. And I'm happy that they're there because they have our backs.
Speaking of her friends, they were so relentless that they were able to track down some security video of her the day of her disappearance. What do you make of that work on their part, A? And secondly, have you been able to speak to LAPD about the veracity of that video?
Okay, so first of all, on her friends, they're right behind you. That tells you how supportive they are because they're right here, right now. Okay, the other question, sorry.
Oh, the video that they tracked down, of Heidi walking her dog outside
down in the alley.
Right.
In the alley.
Right. Have you spoken to LAPD about that video?
I did. I spoke to them about the video. They right away let me know before it even came out. They let me know that they had this video. They had a timestamp on it. I did talk to them about it. Other than that, what I had noticed was she didn't seem to have her bag with her, and she didn't have a jacket on or a sweater on that she may have had at the game. So I was a little suspect. Well, like she must be in that building. She didn't have her purse, but she'd have to have her keys for a car. So that's all I know. But it's all coming out. And like I said again, it's like the public appeal here is to get to somebody. So somebody's going to listen and hear this and say, okay, I know something. I didn't think anything about it before, but I did see something. So somebody's going to have heard or seen or felt something was wrong, and they'll call that anonymous number. We're going to get some answers. I'm fully convinced today we will get to the bottom of this. Like I said, I think we all need answers. Our family needs the answers. I think the community of friends, for sure, that's gathered around needs some answers.
All right, once again, that was her ex-husband speaking out here as, again, the search now has led investigators to a landfill. Again, Heidi Planck's disappearance happened back on October 17th, and her ex-husband does share an 11-year-old son with her, and they do say that they are hoping for some answers as this investigation continues on. He spoke out some words saying, our 11-year-old boy needs to know what happened to his mama. That's why I'm making an appeal to say we need some help. So he did say under the circumstances, their son is doing well. He has a great support system both at home and at school.